Today we're going to be running up the mythic ladder with Final Fantasy's best new creature, and I'm saying that pretty confidently. In fact, I don't think it's even close. All right, guys, we've got an absolute beast of a list for you today, and that's because we are checking out the best card printed from Final Fantasy, and it's probably not even close. We're talking about Yuna today. We've played Yuna in a Naya build when it first came out in the early access, but I wanted to fine-tune the best version of Yuna that I possibly could for standard to see if it was actually viable, and we ran it up the ladder today like 6-in-1, and you know, got to play some of the top players with it. So this card is absolutely a powerhouse. It's able to basically reanimate enchantments from your graveyard to the battlefield at the end step of your turn, giving everything ward 2 and lifelink. It's just an absolute beast of a card, and the things we're going to be reanimating today, of course, are going to be things like the new summon, the Bahamut. It's a card that destroys, you know, other permanents on the battlefield for 2 turns straight. It draws you some cards. It's a 9/9 flyer, which is very, very lethal. But really what we're taking advantage of today are all the overlords. We've got 3 of the overlords today. We got the Hauntwoods, we've got the Mistmoors, and we've also got the Flood Pits. And that's because these things are going to be really big enchantments when they get reanimated, but they're also something we can cast very early on in the game for their impending cost for value, triggering things like the Beanstalk for card draw. Now, today we are going to be running 4 colors, and I feel like that's going to be the sweet spot for Yuna, because having blue in this deck is actually kind of a big deal. And I know a lot of people have been running the Abzan version of this deck, but having blue is kind of a big deal because we have things like Awaken the Honored Dread. This card is super important for the deck's consistency. It allows us to remove something off the battlefield of anything of our choice, but we also can mill ourselves out and also go pull the Yuna back from the graveyard if we need to. This card really does everything we, want the deck to be doing. And this card is a very big synergistic piece for the deck. And it also allows us to play Overlord of the Flood Pits, which, we can discard things from our hand, which we don't normally have with the Abzan deck. So this deck was pretty awesome, guys. Like I said, it climbed the ladder very well for me today. We had a lot of wins. The video might be a little shorter than usual. I had to go to soccer. Actually, I have to go right after this. So, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys stick to the end of the video and check it all out. And we'll see you then. If not, peace out. All right, guys, today we're going to be checking out Yuna again. This will be the second time we're playing her since the early access. I think she's quite honestly the best card that came out of Final Fantasy. Ooh, that's a pretty good find. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that. That might be necessary here, depending if this is like Landfall or anything. I mean, it's mono green so far, so it's got to be Landfall, right? Yep, it sure is. I don't have an answer yet for anything, so let's just hope Tifa doesn't kill me next turn. Sometimes, I mean, that does happen. Sometimes Tifa can pull that off. If I'm going with temporary lockdown next turn, though, I probably should go with the Overlord and not the Beanstalk here. All right. Pretty big mills there. I mean, we hit a ton of big enchantments and no lands, which is good. All right. Let's hope Tifa doesn't kill us. Like I said, Tifa on 2 is always a very, very serious problem that we have to work around. But a Golgari deck. Okay. We're good. They didn't have any excessive pump spells or anything like that, so that's good. Let's go temporary lockdown for the win, baby. Yeah, so far this deck's been playing extremely well. Like I said, I just think Yuna is way too powerful right now. It's got so many good support cards that you can get into the graveyard, not to mention a ton of really good enchantments to fill the graveyard, like the Overlord and our Soul Tie enchantments. Okay, so this will drop the cost of this to 3, so I should be able to cast it right now and take out that Tifa, assuming they don't have any protection spells for it. But I'd rather them play the protection spell this turn instead of on their own turn, because it could be a pump protection spell that could get it bigger, and so we want to try to avoid that if we can. So let's go Leyline Binding now. And is it protected? Let's find out. It sure looks like it. All right. Well, unfortunately, it leaves a roll token, which keeps Tifa's power much higher. And they might one-shot us here, guys. They're going to take it to 8. Guaranteed 8. If they have any ramp spells here to drop an additional land, we are cooked. Nice. Go straight to the attack step. We love that. We love that. All right, let's go grab blue. Yeah, let's go grab blue source here. Making this a 2-drop. We might as well play. Well, this has ward 1, right? So I can pay the ward 1. Okay. It is what it is, guys. We got to give this a shot. All right. It looks like there was no priority sticks there. That's good. I think this hits. It sure looks like it. Beautiful. All right. We're back in this game. I got a little worried there. I thought Tifa was going to end us, but we're back in this. All right, another pretty big threat to worry about though. Bristly Bill's no joke. No removal. Okay, so I think the play here is to get down the Overlord just to block. It might have to just chump block. I don't know how big this is gonna get. There we go. We're finally getting some removal here. Awaken the Honored Dead is a really good card. Oh, nice. The Overlord ran out of impending counters. We got 2 blockers then. Holomerk Siege is fine. Sultai? Sultai? Yeah, they're looking to draw some cards here. That is fine. I can blow that up with this, which is so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in the following turn, we've got the summon. Can't really let that stick around, can we? Not really. Guess let's start by drawing a card here. Yeah, the opponent, I feel like, is pretty cooked here. We haven't found what we needed yet, which is, you know, gotta be our Yuna, but we might find it here on this attack. We'll see. We missed the Yuna. Tough. Now that's pretty scary to send that in as an attacker here to try to get a Yuna there, because I'm taking a little bit of a risk. You never know. They could give Bristly Bill trample somehow, and we might need 2 blockers instead of just the 1, but I doubt that's gonna happen. All right, so they're gonna draw another card here, and hopefully it's just another land. They might pump the Bristly Bill and double its counters here, which is totally fine. I'm gonna lose the Overlord regardless, so not too concerned about that. All right. And here we go. We've got the summon. Oh my gosh, of course we milled out the Yuna now. We've got the summon though. Let's go. Summon down, Beanstalk triggers. We get another Overlord of the Flood Pits. Let's go. You're gone. Let's go grab our Yuna real quick. Thank you. All right, this game is pretty much over. I mean, Landfall just doesn't have enough for us here, I feel like, just because we have a ton of removal with these Awaken the Honor Dreads and stuff, and the Leyline Bindings are super helpful. We also run Temporary Lockdown. It's really kind of a bad matchup for them. What do we have in the yard here? So we can get back a couple more Overlords, but nothing crazy. A Leyline Binding would be nice right about now. Let's pull up one of these. Let's drop a land here to go get another Yuna just in case we lose the first one by chance. All right, takes care of one of those sieges. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get the Yuna down. Draw a couple cards. 20 cards left in the deck. We're looking fine. Ooh, Temporary Lockdown. That would take my Beanstalks, but it would just shut down the rest of their game. I mean, they're dead here though. This has Trample, so yeah, they're just dead here actually. A little bit of an overkill, to be honest. Let's go. GG's. All right. First game is a success. Let's go. We did extremely well. Up to 22 life. They're left with just a siege on the field, and we had nothing but, you know, a full grip of cards and a full battlefield. Looks good, man. Looks good. All right. Opponent's going first, but I do have Temporary Lockdown to kick us off here, so this will work. This will work. All right, we see a swamp here. Thank goodness for no duress on turn 1 there. That could have been bad, losing out on some value, but I don't think Temporary Lockdown is going to be very good anymore, that's for sure. Is it Deep Cavern Bat on 2 though? It's not, it's a Bailmerk. Okay, so they're accessing their graveyard as well. Rakdos Reanimator, all right. Our best chance of beating Rakdos Reanimator is going to be having the Leyline Binding, instant speed magic to kind of exile like the Arden right as it comes into the battlefield. Let's see what happens. We know they're going to drop the Arden here, right? And then we just got to pray they don't have the Zombify on turn 4. Oh, it's an Atraxa. And there's the duress. Oh, brother. Good stuff. Man, we did have Leyline of the Void in this deck too, to kind of beat this deck and the Omniscience build. But we took it out because we stopped seeing it as soon as we put it into the deck. So just kind of savagery from the game here. Leyline of the Void wasn't doing too well for us though. Let's be completely honest about that too, is the fact that it wasn't doing totally great for us. All right, fear missing out's gone. I saved myself a little bit of damage here. Mana's a bit slow this curve out, so that's a bit of a bummer because I could have got down Yuna next turn. Another Yuna. I mean, it's not bad. I'll take it. I mean, the more the merrier. We know they're going to get taken out by Bitter Triumphs and stuff like that, so I'm happy to get more. Let's get another white source. Let's do this. All right, Yuna's ready to go next turn. What's their yard look like again? They got Atraxa, that's right. I knew it was something kind of not normal these days. Atraxa hasn't been seen for me in a while. Are we sending it on her? Is it time for an Atraxa to hit the field? No, they're going in with the 2-3. I mean, sure. And then that means there's no Bitter Triumph in their hand to be casted here for the Yuna. I think they made a bit of a mistake here by sending that in. That was a bit greedy. Here we go. Here we go. You got something for that? I would imagine they do, but at least Yuna sticks around, right? It's a pretty big W. Just gonna send in the vents, huh? I mean, do I double block this? It seems like I do. Oh, are they just trying to do this to get the discard on the Jumbo Cactar? I'm gonna double block. I mean, I don't have any reason not to. Nowhere to run maybe on the Yuna, I guess. I mean, that's not the end of the world. Zephyroth again with the Atraxa. These new Final Fantasy skins are really cool, but it's throwing me off a bit. All right, we're gonna blow up this. And temporary lockdown can go. Is there anything I can pull back? Okay, awaken is good. All right, I mean, we're kind of just gonna sit here until we can do something else. There's really not much I can do. We're a little bit cooked here. All right, let's just destroy, because I have to choose one. Let's just destroy this so I can reanimate it next turn. And what do you got for me, man? What do you got? I'm surprised the Atraxa hasn't made its reanimation yet. They have Zombify and they have Rakdos joins up. So typically about 8 reanimation spells in the deck. So pretty surprising that we haven't seen it yet. We're going to draw 2 off of this next turn and we're going to mill a bunch of cards. Hopefully giving Yuna another big hit. Looks like they finally found the Bitter Triumph. Okay. That goes to Exile, which is a bummer. Scratch what I said about drawing cards, but I do hit a Leyline Binding. All right, let's get this out of the way. Swing in. We're at 35, so we're gonna survive pretty easily here against any sort of nonsense. All right, we're gonna go with the Hauntwoods here, get another land. Sounds good. Stop me if you can. Yeah, I didn't think so. All right, cool. That was cool. That could have been bad. I think Reanimation is definitely one of our worst matchups, so that was a big win. All right, we get to go first this time. Hand looks fantastic. A little bit of ramp into our way to the Yuna play. I do need some swamps here, but I have the Overlord, so we should be fine, unless they somehow hit my hand here and take it out of my hand. But speaking of, I just had a really weird gut feeling that they were going to have some sort of duress there. Overlord is fun. I got double blue. Let's go ahead and keep that. And Tiny Bones, sure. Tiny Bones is very interesting. I am going to play the Overlord because I need to fill up my graveyard with stuff if we're ever going to get a good Yuna off here. So I'm going to go ahead and do this first. Guess I'll drop one of these. What is this? Dark Confidant. Oh, that's the new 2/1 Final Fantasy card, huh? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, I think I would rather... Okay, that's actually really good to get to the graveyard. All right, I got a good target for this now then. Let's go and get this down then. I can't do the Overlord of Belmerk anyways. I was considering playing the Belmerk over the Hauntwoods because we're going to get Yuna next turn anyways. But I can't even cast the Overlord anyways because we dropped our only swamp. All right, let's hope they commit all their mana here to something because I need them to be tapped out so Yuna doesn't get taken off the battlefield here. They might just take my own Awaken here. They do. I have 2 of them though, right? Or no, I don't. I don't have 2 of them. Okay. What are you going to blow up? No matter what you blow up, I can get back with Yuna. I don't really care. And they did pretty much tap out, so that's good stuff. Let's go. We got the Yuna. And we've got a Leyline Binding, which is really nice. I could take my own Awaken, but I mean, do I care if they mill themselves out next turn? Not really. Not really. Let's just temporary lock down the field here. Takes care of that nonsense. No extra card draw for them going forward. Nice. Bitter Triumph goes. We like that. We definitely like that. And our Overlord of the Flood Pits is almost ready to go too, so we can start drawing some cards. Beanstalk, let's go. A lot of extra card draw for me. All right, so this says that they can get a creature or a land card from their graveyard. Is there anything worth caring about if they go for that? Not really. I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna go for the full cost here on this. Oof, I wish that would have gotten milled and not, you know, and landed in my hand, but that's fine. We get a big hit there with the, there we go. Yeah, I was gonna say we got a big hit there with the Mistmore, so solid game right there, guys. GG's. We are climbing the ranks fast. All right, we are on a bit of a roll here. The hand looks fantastic. Got some early good removal here and a lot of good options for card draw or filling up my graveyard. And Hauntwoods on top can go. It's a big enchantment that we can get back later with Yuna, so it can go. The Knight is a little bit scary. They're going to be off to a pretty fast start here. It looks like it might be some life gain stuff here. Not attacking is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I'm going to go ahead and take out the Knight here. I'm surprised they kept a 1-land hand too. That's going to... I'm guessing that's going to be the downfall of this game. Oh, they found one. Just kidding. They found a land. And another Knight. Makes sense. I would imagine they have a lot of 1-drops in the hand. Ooh, wish we had a second white source, which we will after this. I mean, they're kind of cooked here, guys. Temporary lockdown off the top is just overkill. Just straight up overkill. Oh yeah, give me more value. Why have they not attacked into us yet though? What in the world is going on? What in the world is going on here? They might have a get lost though. Let's not get too excited. They might have a get lost. This seems pretty easy though. I feel like this is just a bad matchup for them, unfortunately. I've been there. It doesn't feel good. Guys, the MTG convention in Vegas is happening this this weekend, which is pretty sweet. I'll be there. It's gonna be a good time. This guy is an interesting take. So whenever tokens enter, copy it and they get a token. That's kind of weird. All right, Beanstalk hit. Let's go. We got another temporary lockdown. I think we just absolutely destroyed this opponent, and I feel kind of bad. By the way, I don't know what's going on with me today. I don't know if like my brain is tired or something because I pulled a late night last night, but I can't seem to get my words out clearly. I've been stuttering quite a bit today, so my bad. I don't usually sound this mixed up. Another Cabal? Good game, yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty good one for us. Pretty easy, honestly. Little coaster right there. GG's. Okay, we've got... Man, this is actually a dicey start here. Beanstalk, but no green mana to use it. The Verge comes in as blue mana, so you're gonna have to take a mulligan on that one. This looks really good. Especially with them going first, I always love having the temporary lockdown as an option. Need double white, don't we? Double white. I think blue has to go. No, it's got to be one of these two. It's got to be you. All right, I want to make sure I put back the right card there because I need to make sure my curve looks good. Because I can go Beanstalk on turn 2 if I, you know, if I choose not to go temporary lockdown. But it looks like it's going to be another deck using life gain, which unfortunately for them is just not the matchup. Because again, the temporary lockdown's too good here, man. It's just too good. So we can cut this cost to 3 with the island. I don't really want to play. I don't want to play my Beanstalk here because I'm going to temporary lock down the field. So we'll wait to play that. In case anybody's wondering why I'm slow playing those things. Wait, didn't this opponent go first? Did they keep a 1-land hand like the last opponent did? I completely missed whether or not they missed a land drop. I think they did. Man, these guys are crazy these days, keeping 1-landers. I mean, fair enough, I guess. Yeah, they're just trying to descend their way into another land here. They keep it on top. They found a land. Let's go ahead and just Overlord here, I guess. I mean, I don't really want to temporary the field just yet. We're only at 19 life. We're feeling pretty good. Feel like we can get a little bit more value out of it. And now we've got a 1-mana Leyline too for instant speed. That's going to be nice. I don't think they're willing to commit more to the board here. It looks like they're being pretty savvy and slow about how they're going to do this. Okay, so that Sheltered by Ghost is actually a problem because they can steal the temporary lockdown from me. But they throw it away. And they don't play any more onto the battlefield. Okay. Okay, pal. I can dig it. You know what you're doing. Ah. Interesting. Okay. I mean, it's going to be, what, free next turn, or is it 2? It's 2 next turn. Okay, so they gain some life. They leave themselves open, though, for a Leyline Binding, which I will... I mean, do I take this? It feels like I take this, right? The Interrupter doesn't get taken by the temporary lockdown, though, which is making my life a little confusing here. But I think I can take 3 pretty easily here without any issues. The Interrupter is wild. I like it, though. All right, we know they don't have another one. That's good. Because they tap themselves pretty much out here. At least not 3 mana, you know? I mean, why do that when you know I'm about to play my temporary lockdown, though? That seems kind of odd, doesn't it? Like, why? I don't quite understand. When you know for a fact that that's going to be the play. I don't know. I don't know, but you know what? We get a Beanstalk. There's the Yuna. Okay, so we're going Leyline Binding here. We're going to take the Interrupter. Say go. We're finally playing opponents in the top 1,000 too. A little scary. A little scary. All right, cool. They didn't have another Interrupter. Thought maybe that was going to be the move there. And a Phyrexian Vindicator. Oh, that's a sick top deck. All right, so any damage dealt, but it's not indestructible. So, I mean, it can get taken out by this. All right. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me, man. We'll be seeing ya. And then we've got the Leyline Binding instant speed here. I mean, it's a wrap, right? Sure seems like it. Dark Confidant. People love this card, man. People are really in love with this card. I respect it. Another Vindicator. And here comes the Concede, I would imagine. Nope, not yet. They're sticking around. They want to see this through. Respect for that. How about Concede now? We conceding now? Not yet. Still sticking to it. All right, what are we hitting the yard here? I mean, we're firing on all cylinders, guys. Everything is a go right now. Just absolute go mode. And we're in. We create more mana. They gain a ton of life. We're back to almost the starting total here. And I'm gonna just grab you because I don't want to use this until I have a target to, you know, destroy here. I could cast it straight up too and just take it and put it in my hand, but all right, GG's. Let's discard you. Let's get back, I guess, you. Let's draw a quick card here. All right, you're out of here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start. Actually, you know what? Let's play this. Let's start stealing their things. Okay, good. They scooped it up. GG's. We're on an absolute rampage right now with this deck. This deck might actually get us into the top 1500 if we stuck with it, but my goodness, is this solid. All right, well, it feels like we can't lose. We've been going second a lot too and still hanging in there. This hand looks pretty good. I've got double white sources for the temporary. Yeah, this seems okay. This seems okay. I'm not in love with it. I hope we can find, you know, maybe a beanstalk. Uh-oh. Don't tell me it's Omniscience, man. I mean, they don't normally play that land if it's Omniscience, though, so I think we're okay. I do have the instant speed Leyline Binding, though. I could take the Omniscience from the graveyard. It's not what it is, though. Looks like the opponent is playing Soldiers, which makes me feel like the lockdown is good again. Give myself the 1 mana Leyline Binding here, potentially, but it might be a counterspell. Commando. Okay, so they're gonna probably sacrifice that to blow up my Overlord. That's fine. I thought it might have been Resolute Reinforcements there. Patchwork Banner, nice. Okay. Definitely haven't seen anybody running Soldiers in a while, so this is pretty cool. So if I use this on this, they're just gonna sacrifice it to blow up this, which is totally fine. So I think we leave that alone and we're just gonna play the Mistmores here. Can always flash in the Leyline Binding here, so let's pass the turn. I wish the Patchwork Banner didn't give them that extra mana there, but it does, so unfortunately we have to respect that commando. It's a pretty good card and pretty good piece against what we're trying to do with all these enchantments. All right, a veteran. Creatures you control get 1/1. Soldiers, exile, graveyard. Okay, that's fine. That's a-okay. Are you swinging it? All right, I'll double block. I will double block. As soon as you're gone, I'm gonna be much happier. Okay, cool. It's gone. They really gave that up. Nice. All right. That was our biggest pain in the neck. So glad that's gone. Beanstalk. Fantastic. Does that land? Okay. I'm gonna lose the Virtue, which is kind of a bummer. I'm gonna be real with you guys. That was pretty rough. I have not seen this tactic done in so long, man. In so long. It's pretty cool though to see somebody going back to that weld though. All right, Leyline Binding on the Sentinel here, maybe. I probably shouldn't have let them on tap here, man, because another Sentinel could be a problem. Like a Sentinel can keep bouncing itself, you know, between the two. If they have two of them, it's really tough to beat once they get going. Do you have temporary lockdown too, though? Just keep that in mind. Yeah, they have another one for sure. Yep, there it is. Whoop, there it is. All right, so another Sentinel's down. I really don't want to eat up my own Beanstalk here, but temporary lockdown's looking really good. But so does just taking... taking this seems fine too. And draw another card with this. Flood Pits, let's go. Yuna, we got the Yuna, guys. I hope that's GG's. What do we got in the yard here? We've got a Awaken, we got a Virtue, and a Leyline. All good stuff here. Not to mention all the lifelink I'm about to get too when Yuna comes in and I attack right away. A 5/4 soldier that does what? Returns an artifact. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. What are we blowing up here? Are we blowing up one of my overlords, or are we taking back your own? Taking back your own sentinel here. What's the deal? Looks like they intend to blow something up here. Maybe not. All right. Here comes the Yuna. Another Haunt Woods. Sure. Let's swing in here and see what happens. I'm sure the opponent's going to blow something up here. It can't be one of my overlords now, though, because they do have Ward. Ward 2. And give me something big here, man. Give me my summon. Give me my summon one time for your boy here, please. Yes, dude. All right. It's time to work. It's time to go to work. I'm willing to make any trade you want because all of these can keep coming back over and over and over again. So have at it, man. Blowing up the Leyline Binding, I had a feeling that'd be the case. And they're probably going to bounce their veteran back to their hand too. Pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Can't lie. They forgot it had trample though. I'm not going to lie. I forgot it had trample. So with the trample, it doesn't matter if they pull back the blockers and declare those. I mean, the trample's going to get over anyway. So GG's. Completely forgot we had trample. Nice. Let's go. All right, we're going second. Hand looks pretty bad, which is unfortunate. I really, really want to go perfect today, man. It's been so long since I've done a video where we just went perfect. And so I'm hoping that that's going to be today, man. Hand looks good. Let's go. We take the mulligan. It pays off. Oh, man, the opponent, though, on potentially mono red here. I really need to get temporary lockdown going here, but I have no white sources anytime soon. Okay, it's Is It Cutter just as bad. Just as bad. Come on, we need something big here, man. I mean, all I can get back is a Yuna, but I'm just like... Yeah, this isn't going to work, man. I think we're going to be dead here, unfortunately. They're just a little too fast. They're going first. We don't have temporary lockdown. We have no removal at all. All right, VV's kind of scary too. VV gets going pretty fast. All right, let's get down the Overlord. That's all I got, really. I don't know why I'm saying it like it's a surprise or I had a choice. All right. Oh, man, we're 2 turns away. I just don't see a world where we get 2 more turns. I mean, maybe they don't have a cutter down yet. Maybe I shouldn't have said that out loud, though. They might find it. All right, VV's at a 4/5, which means they get basically unlimited mana this turn. Dang. I mean, imagine we open up this game with, like, you know, the Leyline Bindings, the Virtues of Persistence, the temporary lockdowns. This would have been a whole different story. We could have easily won this, but sometimes you just get the wrong hand for the wrong matchup, you know? Dang, we almost went perfect too. I wanted to go perfect so bad. That's all right. Top 700. Is It Cutter? Going second. We, not a lot of decks are going to win that match, you know? Not a lot of builds are going to come out of that with a W. And how much damage is that? We're down to 3. Nice. We're down to 3, and that'll do it. That'll do it. All right, GG's. That one's unfortunate, man. That was super unfortunate. Maybe we should have taken one more mulligan. I don't know. I don't know.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.